Today is the first class with all of you. I'm very excited to know you, and I know that you are also very excited to know me and about me. Okay, so let's start. And before starting, I want to give you an information that classes will again be held on 28th of September, not before that. Today is 5th of September. You can see that very properly. I have shown you. And again, classes will be held in 28th of September due to some special conditions. All those who are following me, you have learned biology, so you have followed me or subscribed to my channel on YouTube, Learn with Safari and Sarifa. So all those who are doing that and all the newcomers who are there, this to inform you. Do not lose hope. Do not think that the channel is closed. It will again be open on 28th of September. Thank you so much. So let's start now the main purpose for which I have called you over here. So first of all, today we are going to study about matter. Okay, you can see matter. Now, what is matter? We need to know that. Anything that is mass and occupies space is known as matter. Okay, anything that is having a mass. Now there is two criteria: one having mass and number second occupies space. This is known as matter. Okay. Next, kinetic molecular theory of matter. Now there is a very popular theory in matter in chemistry, kinetic molecular theory. And what is that? The theory that states that matter consists of very thin atoms or molecules that are constantly in motion and possesses kinetic energy. Now this theory states three things. Number one, matter consists of very small tiny atoms and molecules. Those are constantly in motion and therefore they possess kinetic energy. You know what is kinetic energy? I've heard in physics, right? Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, the energy when we possess, when a body is in motion, that energy which we possess is known as a kinetic energy. So automatically you can understand that this atoms and molecules are in motion and thus they possess kinetic energy. Okay. Now intermolecular force of attraction. Force of attraction that exists between the molecules and the states of matter. Now there are three types of states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. So matter, the force of attraction is different in between them. Okay, the force of attraction means the particles, atoms and the molecules, the force between them that keeps them together. Okay, force of cohesive. Okay, force of cohesion. Okay, next intermolecular space, distance between the molecules of the states of matter. Now the distance between them is the molecule of states of matter. Now in Newton's law of gravitation, I hope you have studied that or you have not done Newton's law of gravitation. I don't know about that, but if you have done, then you must know that matter is force is inversely proportional to distance. Okay, force is inversely proportional to distance. Okay, you must have learned this. Force is inversely proportional to distance between the particles. So as we, not only distance is the square root of distance. Okay, the square of distances. So as we move on, the if we make the distance double, it will come 4 times. So force will become 1/4. Okay, this is how it goes on. Okay. Okay, now anything that has mass and occupies space is known as matter. You know this. Number one property, you need to have mass, and number two property is you need to occupy some space. And number three properties is also there. Okay, you all don't know that. I think you must consist some of the space, that is volume, mass, volume. Okay, these two are only over there. Okay, now solid, liquid, gas are the three states of matter. You all know, number 1, number 2, number 3. Now what are the differences? Solids have a fixed shape and a fixed volume characteristics. Okay, fixed shape, fixed volume. Liquid have fixed volume, but they do not. They take the shape of the container in which they are placed. That means no fixed shape. Gases have no fixed shape or no fixed volume. They take the shape of the container that they are kept in. Okay. Now kinetic molecular theory of matter states that matter consists of very tiny particles that are constantly in motion. Number 2, and therefore it possesses kinetic energy. Very small particles they are in motion, and thus they possess some amount of kinetic energy. Okay. There exists an intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules, and the distance between the molecules is known as the intermolecular space. Okay. Now the intermolecular space is decided on the basis of the intermediate force of attraction and the intermolecular spaces between the particles of matter. Now the state of matter is decided on that. Kinetic molecular theory explains the behavior of matter in different states. It gives us the characteristics of the matters. The law of conservation of mass states that mass neither can be created nor can be destroyed. It can be just converted to one form to another. Okay. The density of matter and the volume occupied by the matter may vary within a system, but the mass remain constant. Density will obviously vary if volume varies. You have learnt in class 7 that density equal to m by v. So if volume varies, density will always vary. If mass vary also, density will always vary. Okay, and if volume varies also, density will vary. So density is inversely proportional to volume. So the more there is volume, the less will be the density. More will be the density, less will be the volume. Okay, but the mass will remain constant. Okay. So the law of conservation of mass holds true because of naturally occurring elements are stable. Okay. Substances may show change in shape, size, kinetic energy and other properties during a physical change. The total mass remains the same. Chemical change also. The total mass of the product equal to the total mass of the reaction. Now you will come about to know about that. Total mass during a chemical reaction or chemical change remains the same. We can say that the total mass of the reactants is always equal to the total mass of the products in a chemical reaction. Infographs. So gas consists of loosely held molecules, very loosely held molecules. The intermolecular space is more and the intermolecular force of attraction is less. Okay. So the molecules in the gas are far from each other and the intermolecular space is the largest in comparison to liquids and solids. As the intermolecular force is less, that's why intermolecular space is more. Okay, because force is inversely proportional to distance. Okay, the particles in gas are not arranged in fixed order and keep moving randomly in the space available to them. Okay. Next, the interconvention of states of matter. I have drawn this many times in class 6 and class 5, class 7. I am tired. Okay, but now I don't have to draw this. Okay, finally I got one diagram. See, from solid to gas, sublimation is taking place. That means heating. Red arrow it's indicating. Deposition, cooling takes place. You see the blue arrow over there. Gas to solid deposition. Okay, it's also known as frost formation. Look at solid and liquid fusion. Okay, means melting. Okay, I don't have to explain to you. I suppose all of you know this. Okay, liquid to solid, solidification or freezing. Gas to liquid, condensation, and liquid to gas, it's liquefaction also we call condensation. Okay, liquid to gas, it's vaporization or it is known as boiling. Okay, but evaporation is a separate process. Law of conservation of mass. Now see very carefully. This is due to a physical change. Okay, 30 grams of ice is taken over here and 50 grams of water is taken over here, and the ice melts into water, and therefore 80 grams of water is formed. Okay, so the total mass before and after remains the same. This is a physical change. You know that it is a physical change. Okay. Now solid consists of tightly packed molecules. The molecules are closely packed to each other and the intermolecular space is almost negligible. The molecules are arranged in well-definite orders and remain fixed in their position due to huge amount of intermolecular force. Molecules in a liquid, they are less tightly packed molecules. The molecules in a liquid are less closely packed to each other as compared to solids and are more closely packed in comparison to gases, medium type. Okay, so we learned all this. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Again we will come back on 28. Please remember the date 28. Okay, I am writing in fresh ink. Okay, we'll come back again on 28th of September. Okay, till then goodbye, and your classes will be arranged. Okay, it's given over there. Classes will be arranged. Okay, thank you so much. Goodbye.